על כל עובד שמגורש ישי מביא עובד חדש. על כל עובד שמגורש ישי מביא עובד חדש. ילדים הם לא פושעים, די למעצרים.
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 מתוך שלא אמת.
אישור וליווי של המשטרה.
כל הילדים מהארץ נשארים. כל הילדים
היום הולכות לדבר המנהיגות האמיתיות של המאבק הזה. ליתר דיוק, הן המנהיגות שלו כבר שנתיים בדיוק, כי ב1.7.2008 באופן רשמי התחיל המאבק נגד הגירוש. הולכות לדבר אותן אמהות אשר נלחמות, למרות ששר הפנים וראש הממשלה מאוד היו שמחים אם הן היו ממשיכות להיות שקופות. ומלבד אותן אמהות, גם לא נשכח, יש לנו אבא אחד שידבר בשם האבות. אז ראשונה אני רוצה להזמין את מריאן דלה קרוז. אז אני רק אגיד מראש שרוב הנאומים יהיו באנגלית, חלק גם בעברית. תודה. מריאן.
Shalom לכולם. It's not easy for me to stand and face before you, but in this time where there are lots of innocent children that had been taken and had been deported, I may say that feeling of compassion and courage brought me here to join you and to speak. They said, and for all we know, that child is the most precious gift that God had given to every parent, which will complete the so-called family. We've been also children before, like Bibi Netanyahu, Elishai, and everyone else here. It's been so good to feel, to be free as a child, to learn and to play without the feeling of being scared, that someone else will going to take them or capture them without any reason at all or any. But what is happening now? The immigration police are taking that freedom to those innocent kids. Why? Are they not human? Friends, let's not put our indifferences here now. It doesn't count on the color of our skin, in our religions or beliefs, or the races where we came from. We're talking about the children. It counts on they are also human like us. They have also feeling like everyone else here. So let us fight for their right and not let anyone take this privilege to live where they belong. Mr. Prime Minister, we are begging your heart to please not to deprive the innocent children who in one way never asked their parents to be born here in Israel. They don't have nothing to do with unpleasant things that are happening around them right now. Please do not deport our children and so as the parents. I and my co-fellow parents here, as the foreign workers, are working for our daily living. We are not begging of any food or any shelter or any assistance to your government to survive. We helped and took care of your elderly people, cleaned the house, or cook if possible. We work without any hesitation, even if sometimes difficult. Mr. Prime Minister, is it a crime that by accident we met our partner in life here, and for that cause having a baby? Is it a crime? No. Well, that's what we call human nature. Please, Mr. Prime Minister, don't deport our children. Don't look on their ages. Perhaps cut the limit on this year, like year 2011. Like for example, all the children who were born on this year can stay or will not be deported. Thank you. So whoever gets pregnant on the coming year, they know already what was the rule. So then, it will be controlled. It's on their hands now what they have to do or to choose to do so. It's only a suggestion, Mr. Prime Minister. The primary decision is still yours and not anyone else, because you are the Prime Minister of this country, of Israel. And as the Prime Minister, your decision will still govern and can change everything. We do hope that you feel like what we feel now as a parent, as a father who will protect his own children from any harm that may cause them, and that's for sure like what we are doing here now. If you were in our shoes, Mr. Prime Minister, will you do the same like what we are doing now, just to protect and fight for our children's right? Are you going to let anyone else to take and deprive the future and the right of your child? Please, open your heart, your eyes. Feel and see our children crying for your help. Feel how they are scared and see how they are horrified and terrified when they saw police in uniform. Are you going to let them grow with the trauma? Can your conscience be at peace? Mr. Prime Minister, it's all in your hands. Thank you.
תודה. אני רק רוצה לספר אנקדוטה קצרה, כי זה פשוט היה מאוד מצחיק. בדרך שהלכנו לפה, אז אחת מהילדות, ג'נלה, איפה את? ג'נלה אמרה לי, את יודעת מה הצעדה הזאת מזכירה לי? אמרתי לה, מה? אמרה לי, את בני ישראל במדבר. ואז ג'ריל מהצג צעק, ואלי שהיו פרעה. לא יודעת מה אתם חושבים על זה, אבל אני חושבת שזה די נחמד. ועכשיו אני רוצה להזמין את רקל אלקנטרה.
Shalom, my name is Raquel. I'm 38 years old, married for 13 years, and I'm blessed with two wonderful kids, namely Aylon, 6 years old, and Blood Maria, 3.5. I came in Israel February 2000, and during those times, I don't have inclinations nor plan of getting pregnant and have children here. All I want is to work, to return all the favors and sacrifices my parents have done for me to be what I am today. But things change, because aside for being a daughter and a sibling to my late sister, I'm also a wife, with obligations and responsibilities towards my husband. We don't get married for fun, or just to have someone to grow old with us. We all get married because of one ultimate goal, for us to become parents. When I became pregnant, after 7 long years of waiting, my husband and I told ourselves that we are definitely going to send our child to the Philippines in exchange for a working permit. But when I first see and hold my son, I just can't let him go. All I want is to hold him. All I want is to be near him. All I want is to protect him. I call it mother instinct. Others said it's stupidity. And worse, a big mistake. But you know what? If having a children here in Israel is a mistake because I am just a foreign worker, then this is one big mistake that I'm very, very, very proud of, and I will never regret for the rest of my life. Because those children, those mistakes that I'm talking about are my children. And my children complete my life. My children complete the pieces of my married life. And they are the reason why every day I wake up and go to work despite all these problems, because just like any one of you, I want the best for my children. I want them to have a normal childhood life. So I guess it's wrong to say that my children are my shield, because as far as I'm concerned, my children are a gift. All children, no matter how old and color are they, are gift, not mistakes. We are not asking for equality of rights. All we're asking for is for those in the positions to look back on these children and open a door that will definitely change their lives forever. And maybe will also change their views and perspectives towards us foreign workers as human beings and not just an instrument. To Mr. Eli Shai, I just want to tell you that if I will live my life again, I will still commit this same big mistake. Because this same big mistake is the reason why, despite all the problems and sacrifices I'm facing right now, I'm still one of the happiest person in the world. And I will never, ever again think of exchanging my children to a work permit. And lastly, on behalf of all mothers, I would like to thank all of you for coming over. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your time and for your effort. But more importantly, thank you. Thank you for believing in our children. Thank you for believing that just like you, they also deserve a bright future. Thank you so much, and God bless us all.
עכשיו אני רוצה להזמין את ליליה זאדה. לא? אוקיי. בוקר טוב לכולם. קודם כל, תודה לכולכם שמי שעוזר לנו ותומך במאבק של ילדים ישראלי children hotline מסילה Doctors for Human Rights. לכולם תודה רבה. קוראים לי ליליה קרוזדה. הגעתי לישראל לפני 12 שנים עם אישור עבודה לעבוד ביישוב.
יש לי 2 ילדים, קוראים לה הגדול לנס, והוא בן 4.5. ועוד ילד, ג'דן ג'ט, או 1.5 שנה. ולנס עוד מעט, בשנה הבאה הולך גן חובה. והילדים שלי מדברים רק עברית והגים את החגים הישראלים. אני וילדים שלי אוהבים ומחבקים את ישראל ואת התרבות פה, והם לא מכירים שום מקום אחר. אנחנו מרגישים חלק מהמדינה, והבקשה שלנו היא להפסיק להיות בפחד כל יום שבוע במסתרת המיגרשון. אתה מסכימה עם זה? סליחה? והכנו אותנו לבית כלא. לאמהות אני רוצה להגיד שגם אני, כמו אתם, היה בפחד במצב של הנפש קשה. למרות זאת, אנחנו חייבות להיות ביחד. נמשיך לעשות הכל בשביל ילדים שלנו. הכנו את ההפגנה הזאת כדי להילחם בשביל ילדים ולהבטיח להם עתיד בטוח. הילדים שלנו רוצים להיות פה עם הילדים שלכם. בואו נאחד את ילדים ישראלים ואת ילדים שלנו שגם הם ישראלים. תנו לילדים להישאר. תנו לילדים הזדמנות לעתיד. כמו שאתם הייתם רוצים בשביל ילדים שלכם. לא מגיע לילדים שלנו להיות בכלא. הם רק ילדים קטנים. מגיע להם יותר. אנחנו רוצים ללמד את הילדים לאהוב את ישראל, והם אוהבים אותה. ביבי ואלישי, גם אנחנו בני דם, כמוכם. ואם מרביצים לנו, זה כואב. יש לנו דם כמו לכם. ביבי ואלישי, תסתכלו על הילדים שלנו. אתם יכולים לבנות לכם את הגב. אני ואנחנו מבקשים, אל תרגשו את הילדים שלנו. בהצלחה, ושאלוהים יברך את כולנו. תודה.
תודה. Thank you, ליליה. וכפי שהבטחנו, יש גם נציג לאבות. אני רק אסביר למי שלא יודע מדוע אין הרבה אבות. במשך 20 השנים האחרונות הייתה מדיניות שברגע שמהגרת מעיזה להיכנס להיריון היא הופכת לא חוקית, ולמרות זאת המדיניות הלא כתובה הייתה שלא מגרשים את הילדים ונותנים להם להישאר כאן. זה לא שאלי, שי וביבי קמו יום אחד וגילו שיש כאן ילדים, אלא ביודעין הממשלה אפשרה להם להישאר עם האימהות, אבל במקביל כן גירשו את מרבית האבות מתוך איזשהו ניסיון שגם האימהות תעזובנה, ולכן הרוב המוחלט זה אימהות חד-הוריות. ובכל זאת אני גאה להזמין את רואל בטיסטה לדבר בשם האבות.
Good morning to everybody. Boker Tov, likulam. Rotem, Noah, Jonathan, and members of the Israeli Children Organization and other human rights groups fighting against the expulsion of foreign kids and their parents. Fellow parents, friends, ladies and gentlemen, supporters, good morning. אני Roel Bautista, President of the Federation of the Filipino Communities in Israel. Legally worked as a very good caregivers for 5 years. Legally married for 2 years. Ani Yesli Yalda Korimla Rose Cassandra Batshana Bearba Kudishim Shelnalda Baaretz. I stand before you today on behalf of the Filipino families in Israel, on behalf of my fellow fathers, on behalf of my wife and my baby. I call upon the concerned citizens, upon the concerned authorities, especially to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Interior Minister Eli Yishai, to please spare us and our children from your wrath. I air the same sentiment of most parents gathered here in this place. I am asking favor and help to spare these children from deportation, to please stop arresting mothers and stop arresting putting kids in jail without basic human rights. Sir Netanyahu and Sir Yishai, you both know that breaking apart families will cause traumatic experience for both kids and parents. Please stop the deportation and look inside your heart to find a little kindness for the sad situation we have fallen into. We are begging for a little mercy and leniency in your tough and stance against foreign kids deportation. Today, parents, mothers, and fathers, children are overwhelmed with fear. It seems that every day our life in Israel is full of danger. Our life is full of suffering, devastating, life full of darkness, and full of traumas. My dear Yishai and Netanyahu, why do parents like me, especially our children, are suffering this kind of trauma? Aknogam ken binadam. Remember that these children, these babies are born out of love. That's loving and starting a family is a sin. How can one suppress his need to love and return? Moreover, what fault that these kids committed? They are ignorant. It's fault to be born from parents who love each other. Thus loving and marrying here in Israel is forbidden. If that's so, tell now to the whole world that love is not existing in this country. Tell now to the whole world that only in Israel can catch, prison, and put into jail those children. If you will deport these children, someday, somehow, when they will become old, they will get against anger in Israel. You want that, Mr. Yishai and Netanyahu? We are working and give a great service to Israel employers. We are working patiently with your Alzheimer's elders. Isrim bi'arba kol yom. We work for them very good. We extend our love to them. We Filipinos doing our part as good caregivers. We love to cook for them. We clean them very good. We love to talk to them. We go out with friends in Litayel together with them. We respect them as Abba, as Ima, as Sabta and Saba. We love them very much. And yet, in return, why we were suffering this fear, these traumas. Nowadays, do you treat us humans, Sir Netanyahu and Sir Yishai? Or do you treat us only slaves and workers? This concerns now is the fate of our children. Please extend them now your love. We are begging you, my dear government of Israel, Hear our cry. Hear our voice. Please stop children deportation. Prime Minister Netanyahu and Interior Minister Yishai, I just want to emphasize some points how the Filipino people help a lot for the government of Israel. First, did you know that in 1938 and 1939, during the Nazi persecution, our President then, Manuel L. Quezon, welcoming 10,000 European Jews to a Philippine visa and serve the Philippines as their safe haven. Take note, we offered you 10,000 visas for the European Jews. And now, only 500, 600 children, you cannot give them their benefits to stay in Israel? How I wish that Prime Minister Netanyahu and Interior Minister Yishai deeply feel that the Filipino people wholeheartedly offered a safe haven and refuge for the Jews in time of crisis and in time of needs. That the Filipinos cared, prayed, and helped them to escape from Hitler while to plan to annihilate all Jews in Europe. Did you know that? Did you remember that? We are the Filipinos extending our brotherly welcome to Jews on that time, offered to them unemployment opportunities, supported with construction of housing facilities, and give them a complete farmland in Philippines. Second, in 1947, did you remember that out of 33 countries, that Philippines voted you to become a sovereign nation? With the help of the Filipinos, this country was become a good nation. And now that we are working with your elders, having families with children, you will subject us for deportation. Lama, we need also your love. We need also your care. Please stop deportation. When I saw the detention facility in Ben Gurion, it was really heartbreaking. It's so sad and depressing, especially to the fathers like me. Tears flowing in my eyes, cheeks and my fingers to the government of Israel. For they really prepared a jail for the mothers and the baby. And for the kids. Just imagining putting me in the shoes of those mothers and kids imprisoned and arrested. It's really appalling and depressing. Kids are not criminals. They are not also animals. They are born with love. And in return, they need to be loved and cared. They are ignorant. They don't deserve to be arrested. They don't deserve to be in prison. And they don't deserve to be deported. They are born in Israel. Where is their birthright? They deserve to be in Israel. Israel also their country. The Gabel Kinok Israel for these children. Make their childhood full of memories and pride in Israel. Sir Netanyahu and Sir Yishai, the fate of our children, the fate of our mothers, the fate of our fathers, and the fate of their parents rests upon your shoulders. Sir Netanyahu, as a father of two young boys, please spare out these children on this deportation. I am just but a small voice crying out loud to you. We are not a threat to the state of Israel at what you claim to be. We love Israel and its people, and we are serving your Philemon with utmost devotion and respect. Sir Interior Minister Yishai, I am appealing to you to please open and soften your heart to these little children. Let them enjoy the life of being children. Let them feel how to become happy as a citizen of Israel. We know that you are kind and value the sanctity of a family. If you could just put yourself into our shoes, you'll understand what we are fighting for. We do hope that you will hear our cry you will hear our voice. We stop deportation. God bless you, little children. God bless government of Israel. May God hear our play. Thank you and good day.
עוברת אחרונה להיום, ולפני זה אני רק רוצה להגיד שמי שרוצה, יש תערוכת צילומים של ארגון מסילה בבית ציוני אמריקה, היא מתחילה ב-12, אנחנו הולכים. At 12 o'clock there's an exhibition of pictures from Mesila organization, so everyone is welcome to go with us. ואני רוצה להזמין את גרייס קרדנס.
Good morning, everyone. My fellow Filipinos here, good morning also. I'm Grace Cardenas, Vice President of the Federation of the Filipino Communities in Israel. I'm a leader, a worker, and a mother as well. It is my pleasure to be given a chance to speak here in behalf of the mothers, particularly in behalf of the Filipino families in Israel. Like most of us here, I'm also a mother, a human being who can feel the pain of difficulties and worries regarding the situation of the families here who are now facing the deportation that has been implemented without justification and consideration of our children's right where they were born. We all know what's going on. We all know how they treat our children now. But I don't know if they really know what's going on all of us now, since the issue about deportation of our kids arose again and they started deporting our families. I'm speaking for them to know how we live nowadays with terror and worries, thinking how we survive this nightmare that's scaring and frightening us all days and all nights. This really bothering us. Most mothers like me are so scared to go out. We are afraid to see the OSH unit to come after us and take our children and put behind bars. We cannot work regularly. We prepare to stay home. We always worry about the situation. We can even sleep at night thinking that maybe the OSH will come to our doors and forcibly take us out in the middle of the night. Always we are frightened of the noises outside, thinking that perhaps a police officer might be out there searching for us. This really bothers me and it breaks my heart. In fact, our fellow Filipinos and friends who are legal here could feel the same. The situation is really bothering every one of us. Our children feel the same too. They are not comfortable seeing every policeman walking in the street. It seems they all think these officers are all bad, and all they wanted us is to deport every one of us. This is the outcome of the reality that has been going on right now. The truth that the rights of our children has been denied here due to the policy that uses our children as a scapegoat to cover the immigration policy they should and must create to resolve the immigration problems arising in Israel. Don't use our kids nor to deport them. Why do we need to suffer all these things? What the hell they think about putting our children behind bars and suffer the traumas in jail for no reason at all aside from being illegally born here in Israel? I just don't understand why. I just don't want to be just quiet here seeing the situation like this. Why they wanted our kids to be in that detention facility like a crime offender, yet we all know they're all innocents. Israel is their home. They were born here. We demand to keep them here because for good men like me, all we ever wanted is a better future for our children. This is a mother's cry. We wanted to keep our family together. We wanted to live a good and peaceful life. We don't want our kids to suffer the difficulties of life. We all know how hard it is nowadays. Our children born here, they should grow up here. Whoever knows, these children you want to deport might someday become the assets of this country and become defenders of this land as well.
We, the migrant workers, like any other legal workers here, work hard for many years for old people whom you cannot take care by yourselves, because you all too have to work hard for a living for them and for your family. We help you do the job you're all supposed to be doing. But why you wanted us to be thrown out from Israel? We are helping you a lot. We are serving the Israel families because we love doing it and because we care for our respective employers. As you all can see and only try to realize, we are not a threat to this country. We can work harder for our children and for our family and not to become a burden to your government. We choose to stay here because we cannot leave the Israel people we used to work with and the friends we love us so much and treated like us family. And because our children born here, their life must go on here in this land. This is our home. This is my child's land. Mr. Elishai, I know you can hear us. I know you can watch us. I also believe as a human, you can understand us. The Filipino communities here have spoken. Please open your eyes and see us all here begging you to stop arresting and deporting our children. They are innocent kids whom you wanted to suffer the difficulties of life in our country. Spare our children even a little concern about their future in this country. This is their home. Don't throw them out from the land where they were born.
על כל עובד שמקורש, שישי מביא עובד חדש. על כל עובד שמקורש, שישי מביא עובד חדש. ילדים הם לא פושעים, די למעצרים.
ילדים הם לא פושעים.